2 years ago, an Edmond police officer was violently run over on the job by a suspect who was fleeing in a high-speed chase. Since then, Sergeant Joseph Wells has defied the odds and made unbelievable strides in his recovery.
He survived, but he says his quality of life may not. And a warning, the video in this story is graphic. News 4's Jolene Cheney has his story.
Right now, I spend majority of my day in this chair. A lot of time to sit here and think about what's happened. Really nothing to take my mind off of it. Just kind of sitting outside looking out at the yard and stuff, thinking about what I'd rather be doing. It's kind of been really hard.
You can't put a price on life. Sergeant Joseph Wells' survival has been nothing short of miraculous. After more than a week on maximum life support and more than 20 surgeries that literally put him back together piece by piece. Now, nearly 2 years later, the 23-year police and Marine veteran finds himself yet again fighting for life. This time, his quality of life.
I mean, there's just constant pain shooting down my leg nonstop all day long. It's one of the reasons I don't get out of my chair.
He cannot walk and cannot move his leg.
I shouldn't have to sit here and hope that the workers' comp's going to do the right thing and pay for the surgery I need to get my quality of life back.
That surgery is an amputation, and what doctors say is the only way to alleviate Joe's pain and restore his mobility.
The most function can be restored with an amputation and doing a reconstructive procedure via amputation. And I think that's where he is at this point. With as many surgeries as he has had, the likelihood of that limb being a functional limb that functioned the way it did before this all happened, that would be very unlikely.
But there's a problem.
The prosthetics are expensive and the insurance company's required to take care of that the rest of my life. I don't think anybody should have to go through this workers' comp fight that I'm going through.
A fight, Sergeant Wells says, that boils down to money.
It kind of seems like they're more concerned about the money with it. So they want me to go one of their second opinions, find somebody different that's going to try to maybe agree with them that it should be repaired so they can save money.
That repair is one of a few options. Either, again, try to mend Joe's tendon that doctors say looks like a wet mop, replace it with a cadaver tendon, or place a metal rod from his hip to his foot, meaning Sergeant Wells will never be able to bend his leg, and none of them will alleviate the pain or get him out of this chair. He's been out of it once.
And the 911, what's location your emergency?
Academy here in Edmond on Broadway.
Sergeant Welch.
We've got a guy here, he had surgery on his knee about 5 weeks ago and his knee just split open. He's bleeding pretty bad.
My first day actually out of the house by myself, I fell to the ground and that's when I could feel my leg. The stitches just split right back open. And I could see the white of my knee before all the blood started flowing in. And I just laid there in the Academy parking lot until somebody finally came outside and called 911 for me. I don't want that happening again. I don't want to be somewhere and stuck.
Or stuck, footing the bill to rightfully restore what was taken from him.
It's kind of like, you survived, but we don't want to pay all the money it's going to take to get you back to where you were before. You should be just lucky you survived. Every first responder, police officers, IMSA, firefighters, they all should think about that for their future, because what if this happens to them? It can happen to anybody. And if they get hurt, and they're going to have to have that same fight I'm going through now.
Jolene Cheney reporting right there. Now, we reached out to the insurance company, Safety National, and they tell us in accordance with privacy laws and in order to respect the privacy of their claimants and clients, they are not able to comment on the situation of their workers' compensation claims.
Meanwhile, the city of Edmond says it will do everything legally possible to make sure Sergeant Wells gets the care he needs and he deserves.
We're all pulling for him.